Welcome guys to another one of Madder's 5-minute freeviews for the Unity channel. Today we've got something that I actually quite enjoyed, although it's very steep. It's called Arc Wizards 3. I don't really play games of this style a lot, but a lot of this happened in the early days. I had about 5 or 6 run-throughs and it was just game over after game over. It was horrible, but I did eventually put through one solid run-through of the first stage, and that'll be what you're seeing in the background. Now the first thing I want to go over, obviously, it's sort of an old school arcade style game, which I actually quite liked. I did enjoy that aspect of it. I thought it worked quite well. I thought, the gameplay wasn't too bad. It wasn't the end of the world for me, but it was difficult. It does an awful job of explaining what you're meant to do. There is no way to find out what the controls are. It's very much just guesswork, and it turns out you use the directional buttons to move, which is normal. Obviously I figured that out very quickly. And then A and D are different abilities. So A is shooting, and then D is sort of like you turn into a bat. I don't see any real use for it. I'd played the game for about half an hour. I didn't find a use for it. I'm sure there is. I'm sure seasoned veterans could tell you that. But this is the 5-minute freeview. I get my impression for 5 minutes, and I tell you guys what I think. Obviously, I managed to slow it down here, get a little bit further than before. This is literally the first run through where I didn't die within the first 1 or 2 minutes, which, I was quite proud of it, but it's just not. It's not the achievement that it seems at all. But taken away from the fact, it's got quite a steep difficulty curve for me anyway, as a noob to these sort of games. I did actually quite like it. I thought it was made quite well. There's different enemy types straight away. They all do different things. They've got different attacks. It favours it. There's little buffs along the missions, like this box here. Sometimes you open them, there's nothing in like that, but sometimes you open it and it's got an amazing buff in, and it really makes the game a lot of fun. You're shooting different things all the time. And overall, I thought it was okay. Obviously, graphically, it's lacking, but it's better than press any button like that we reviewed last week. That was completely just bits, whereas this has got a bit more to it. It's got sprites, it's got a little bit of 3D going on, but not a massive amount. And overall, just a little bit better. So I quite like that. I think that graphically, it's not too bad. Gameplay, obviously, like I said, it's hard to. You have to figure it out yourself in the early game, but once you get used to it, it's actually a lot easier. Once you get used to the mission, the boss types, I thought it was quite good. And there's ways to earn extra health and lose armor and stuff like. So yeah, overall, I thought it was like those little gold sort of stars of David. They look like they give you like an extra bit of armor, bit of health. And overall, as I come towards the end of the first stage, I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed myself, and for all the reasons we just said, so I'm going to give the gameplay a 20. The graphics aren't phenomenal, but they're okay, so I give them a 15 overall. Now, as you can see, that puts it into 6th. It is the worst game we've played so far, but I don't think that means it's a bad game. I just think, for what it is, it's a free game on Steam. I think for what it is, it's actually not bad. And one of the sort of games, that you can play just to pass time while you're quickly waiting for someone or something like that. But anyway, this has been Madder. Unfortunately, it's a short one just because there wasn't, there's not a lot I can show you from this game. It's very, very samey, very grindy sort of thing. But this has been Madder for the Unity channel. This has been a Freeview. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.